Apple is finally looking very strong, and I think the bottom is in. I went through today, I started a position within our main fund ETF, which is going to look to hold for the next couple of weeks and months. And short term, I actually opened call options. And in this video, I want to explain why I think the bottom is in, what my current price target is for Apple, and what I'm going to do in order to stop out of this position if it does not work out the way that I am expecting. You have to understand that with this strategy, we only have about a 64% win rate. But what gives us such a statistical edge and makes us extremely profitable is the fact that we're going to have a big risk versus reward ratio, meaning that when we lose, it's very small, and when we win, it's pretty significant. Now, taking a look at Apple, you're going to see first a weekly chart. So this chart here, each one of these candles is going to represent 1 week. This indicator here in the middle pane is called the BX trender. This is going to be showing you the weekly BX, and then the one below it is going to show you the monthly BX. These indicators show macro buying pressure. So you have to remember that the only way a stock is going to break out is if other people who can actually move the market step in and bid it higher. Now, for the past couple of months, we've basically been squeezing between this resistance level I have drawn out here and this support level. What I've been waiting for is to take out this resistance level and shift market structure. So now that that has happened, it's a very good sign that we're going to bounce. More importantly, if we take the market bias indicator, which is going to be this green tape indicator that you see here, and we zoom all the way out, you're going to see that basically the only time we've broken below this was 2016 momentarily, and then 2008. In most cases, about 90% of the time when we pull back into this market bias level, price is going to bounce. That market bias level represents a massive discount, and that's normally when institutions are going to step in to save the overall structure. Now, if you want access to that indicator and the BX Trender indicators that you see in the description, as well as my step-by-step strategy, all of our courses, all 12 of them, are completely free down in the description. The only thing that I ask in return is that you actually take these courses in sequential order. You don't skip through them. You actually dedicate yourself to learning the system. The link to all of those will be in the description. So we know that we're trading in bullish structure. We know that we're trading inside of a massive discount. We know that the weekly chart down here, that the BX is showing green, which means short term there's buying pressure coming into this. The only thing that we're really waiting for at this point, which could make this a little bit premature, is that we really want to see this monthly BX trender flip into a higher low. That hasn't happened yet, and of course that's not going to happen until the end of July, but the reason that I'm getting in now is I think that if we wait until the end of the July, the price will already be trading at $224 to $229, and I'd rather get in now when it's a little bit more risky, but there's more potential upside. If we were to take a look at the Price Explorer, which is this purple line here, this is going to take our strategy and look at all of the historical data for the past 5 years. Then it's going to put it into a future projected line of where it's expecting price action to head. So best case scenario, we're expecting a 36% move within the next 3 months, giving us a best case scenario, which I want you to understand is best case scenario, target of $280. From there, it's expecting a potential rejection and then a pullback. In my opinion, and what I'm really looking for is a push to all-time highs of $258. If this move ends up happening up to $258 to $260, then I will probably remove 20, 30, 40% of my shares and call options, and then let the rest continue to break out, because there's always a chance that we go parabolic and we just continue to run. So I'm not one of those people who just closes out positions entirely. I like to scale out as the risk versus reward becomes less and less attractive. Now, what is my plan to stop out of this position? Well, it's very simple. If price action rejects, and if this weekly BX trender flips red, like we see all the way back here, then I will end up exiting my position for a loss. And that would be probably about 5.8 to 7% loss on shares. And with my call options, probably be a little bit more than that. But at the end of the day, I'm fine with that happening. I'm not here to be right all of the time. I'm here to make sure that when I am right, we're getting paid 2 to 3 times what we're going to get what we're going to lose when we are wrong. Let me know what you guys think in the description. Go ahead and check out the link to all of our free courses, and I'll see you guys next time.